Too many kids. Right, hello everybody. Welcome to our Zoom training this evening on how and why to do a fundraiser. So, has anybody online done any fundraisers? Oh, right. Okay. So, fundraisers are really useful to your business because it's one way to increase sales. So at this moment in time, it's November, and as we know, this is the month where we have quite good sales. So we want to get our sales as high as possible. So we could get our bonuses, and we could also get our free stuff, which we all like. So I'm gonna, because I don't like the video thing, it kind of creeps me out. I'm gonna pop up a Word document so it's not as creepy. Right, okay, so in fact that's not the one I want. I'm going to show you my letter that I sent out prior. So this sets out what you're going to do and why you're going to do it. And this kind of shows you what I do. And I will be sending all these documents out to everybody. But I think that was the right letter. Yeah, I think it was. It's just my computer's being rubbish. Right. So this explains what I do. Obviously, everybody does them differently. So don't assume that because I do it this way, that it's the only way to do. This is what works. So I do fundraisers because A, it earns me commission, B, it earns me bonuses, C, it increases my team sales, and as a manager, I want my team sales to be as high as possible, so I get a bonus on that. And I also like to give back to the community, so it's really good PR for me. And also, we meet a lot of people. So if you go to a fundraiser, I did one, and there was 48 people in attendance. So that's 48 new customers for me, and new leads. So if you're trying to find new customers, this is one way where the customers are going to be given to you on a plate. They want to buy your products at this fundraiser. So it is a really, really good thing to do. Hello, who's that at the bottom who've just popped up? Sorry, I'm just being like really nosy. So, and I've got Sarah and someone called iPhone. I don't know who you are, but hello, welcome to the Zoom meeting. So, just gonna. The next one, I can mute everybody because it's getting a bit noisy. You're all muted, but if you want to unmute yourself, then feel free to do so. There's a little chat box as well that you could type into if you don't want to say anything in real life. Okay, so the letter that I use and I send out to people before I even book it outlines what we could do. So it states that the earn £200 or more for your charity. I have done £400 fundraisers where they've got £400, not me, because of the number of people that have been in attendance. I think 200 is about average for the ones that I've been doing over the past year. So we recommend charging all guests an entry fee of £2 to £3, which is a reasonable cost for a fun evening. I have got one next week, and she refuses to sell tickets. I know that there will not be as many people in attendance. If you buy a ticket for an event, you're going to go to it, yeah? I know that I am not going to waste money buying a ticket unless I'm going to attend. So what you've got to do as the consultant is you've got to encourage your host to charge a ticket fee. Now, they're going to keep that money, so it's good for them because they're going to get more money out of it. And it's good for you because if they bought a ticket, they're going to come. Okay? So you could suggest that they're welcome to bring wine with them to drink. Some of the ones that I've done, provide the wine. So they ask their members, committee members, things like that, to donate a couple of bottles, some cakes. They can sell the cakes. Obviously, they can't sell the wine because that would be illegal, but they could offer a free glass of wine with their ticket, or a free cake with their ticket, just to entice people a bit more. Whereas if they pay on the door, they might not necessarily get that. So an average fundraiser, I reckon, has about 25 guests, which will give them £50 to £75 just on the entry fee, which is a great start to an evening. If you've got 50 quid, you're going to be laughing because they haven't even done anything, right? So I personally offer a free prize draw. Now, you could change that to £5 voucher. I've got £10 on this letter. To be honest, I do tend to do it as £5, so I'm going to actually save that because I think £5 is better. So when you're doing a fundraiser, they're getting some of your commission, but they don't get our host shop. We keep that. So we've got a £25 free host shop, yeah? So I use £5 of that as a free prize draw for people who've prepaid the tickets. Now, these are tickets that have to be sold beforehand, yeah? So if they're thinking, oh, well, am I going to go? Well, yeah, I am thinking I'm going to go. Well, I'm going to pre-book my ticket because I might win a fiver. Yeah, it's a bit of a, I have noticed since doing this £5 thing that I've got a lot more prepayment, like tickets pre-sold. So I think this works. This is something I do, but you don't have to do. So we want to sell as many tickets in advance. Because the more tickets you sell, the more people are going to come. The more people that come, the more people that are going to spend, because you want them to spend, yeah? And you also want them to come in to like the products and to like you, because then they're more likely to book a party. Because you're going to get hosts at this event, yeah? So when they book their parties, that's money in your pocket. Okay, so I offer lucky squares, and I've attached one for you. This letter doesn't have one attached to the actual letter, but obviously we know what lucky squares look like. It's attached to my other letter, which is the one I send out to confirm. Most events manage to sell 2 or 3 of these sheets in advance. That, again, is about average for what I get, which is another £60 to £90. So on my lucky squares, they have 30 squares on them, right? I'm sure you've probably seen my lucky squares that I did for the advent calendars. They had 25 on because I had the advent calendar picture at the top and I didn't want to take up too much space. So I do 30 squares, £2 per square. Now for each square they sell, £1 goes to the pot for the Body Shop spend and £1 goes to the charity. So if they sell all 30 squares, yeah, that's £30 to the charity and a £30 spend for the person who wins, yeah? So that's a win for you because you've got £30 in sales. The win for them because they've got £30 in their pocket. In addition to their £50, yeah? So if they've sold 2 of those, that's 60 quid plus the 50 quid that they've charged for people to come in. So that's 110 quid already before they've even started. They haven't even opened the door yet. They've got over 100 quid. Yeah. So it's not necessarily your commission they're making the money off. It's the other things that we do. Okay. And now on the evening, we run a raffle, which is a couple of prizes. Now, I do bitch bingo. And what I do is I have one prize, which is a soap, and I wrap that up. And that is mystery prize. That's our mystery prize. And that is always the most popular because it's a mystery. Yeah. You can also wrap all the prizes up if you want. I tend not to have more than 3 because it can go a bit bad. So I have like the soap and a hand cream and maybe a shower gel. You're not talking anything big. You use your free shop to pay for these, or you use it when we've got 40% off. Or if you've been in the business like myself and Karen and Georgie for quite a while, you'll pick up bits and bobs. Like we used to have things like nail polishes. So those, like the back of my stock box that I can't sell for love nor money, they go down a treat, as do lip balms, old ones, old Christmas lip balms. Keep hold of them. Anything old, you can get rid of it this way. It's a brilliant way to offload your junk. Sounds really bad, but actually they don't care. They just want to win it. They're like, oh my God, I'm going to win it. It's amazing. Right? So don't worry about it. If you've got something you want rid of, I was about to put a vanilla chai full bath thing in one of these, and then I went to conference. I was like, I think I'm going to keep that now. But if we hadn't have had vanilla chai coming back this year, like we had last year, because we had it last year, that would have been ideal as a great prize. But it was one of the things that I won last year on my incentives. But I was never going to use a vanilla chai bubble bath. It was on my display for Christmas. You're going to have things in your Christmas display that you're not going to use, you're not going to give away, you're going to shove at the back of a cupboard. You could use them next year at some point, whether it's summer or Christmas, as free prizes, yeah? So you're going to want rid of them anyway, and it's a win-win. Okay, so for those that don't know, Bitch Bingo is really, really, really fun, and it works amazingly at a fundraiser. If you've never played it before, you will love it. So what Christine Smith, our regional manager, recommends, and I follow to the letter, is £1 per ticket or 3 tickets for £2. So they're on 3 for 2, yeah? Because you want to get them spending £2, not £1, or £6 or £4. You want them spending in multiples of 2, yeah, to get more money. So this works brilliantly to get them buying more, because, oh my God, I'm getting them on 3 for 2. So they get the tickets, so they're all like, oh, they're dead excited. And also, if you're giving them strips, believe me, it'll last you all night. So you want them having individual tickets. Get it over and done with, get it quicker. So you give them all the tickets like a normal raffle, and you have the prizes. So you pull a ticket out, they get the prize, you pull a ticket out, they get the prize, you pull a ticket out, they get the prize, yeah? 3 prizes, 3 winners. Normal raffle. Bitch Bingo doesn't go like that. You carry on picking the tickets out until they've all gone. So person number 4, you pull the ticket out, they're like, well, there's no prizes left. Well, they have to go and pinch a prize off someone else. So they're like, oh, which one do I want? Do I want that mystery prize? Or do I want the hand cream? Or do I want last year's Christmas bubble bath? And they go and they find it, and this is what happens. And then you'll find that the same prize is more popular, and it tends to be the mystery one, which is a soap. And everyone laughs because it's just soap, and nobody's disappointed. If you've not got loads of kit, you can do like a pound shop box of chocolates, that sort of thing. You could even do a bath lily with your soap, and you could put it in a big box and wrap it up and make it a big prize. It looks fab, and then people laugh even more. So this keeps on going, and you don't tell them when you get into the end of the tickets. And then what you do at the end, when there's no tickets left, the people that are holding those prizes are the winners. So it's the people who hide their prizes or choose the prize that no one else wants, or who happen to just get it last, are the winners. It's really, really good fun, and it's a really good icebreaker as well. I play this at most of my parties as well, and I use it for children on the edge normally. It's just a good way of getting rid of old junk in my cupboard, and it's a good way for me to, get money for children on the edge. But obviously in a fundraiser, you're raising money for that charity. So if you've got 25 people, and on average, they buy 1 or 2 tickets. So they're going to pay £1 or £2. They're going to get about £45, maybe more. I did one, and I had 12 people, and we raised £38 at my last party on Bitch Bingo. It can go wild, because if someone's got 6 tickets, they all want 6 tickets. Okay, so that's another 45 quid to add to your 110, yeah? So that's getting you to 150 quid or more. Then we offer now 15%. This figure is your choice. I don't recommend you go any lower than 10%, and don't go any higher than 20%. 15 is a nice middle. It's entirely your choice. When it comes to scouts, I give a bit more because I'm a scout leader. But 15 is about average that I give. So we give them 15% of the sales apart from the customer special, which is 10%, because that's our commission. Because I am not giving them more money than I'm going to get. So if they get £100 in pre-orders, that gives them £15 before the evening. Then an average of £300 to £500 sales on the evening gets them another £45 to £75. So if you've got yourself £600 to £700 sales on that night, you're going to be a really happy little bunny, because that means you've hit your 3% bonus. So that means you're making 28% commission. They're getting 15%. So you're still getting 13% yourself. So it's not that you're going to be losing loads of money. You're going to get something, and it's a nice big party. So if you're getting, say you've got £600 party, so 600 minus 13%, that gives you 78 quid, right? If you've done a £150 party and you've got 25% of that, you make £37.50. So what are you going to want to do? Because I know I'd rather go for the big bucks and get my freebies, yeah? Everybody has a nice time, blah, blah, blah. So that is your letter that you send out. And then they're like, oh, well, we could make £200-300 here, having a nice, easy night. I did one in the summer, in August, for a group of ladies called the Seroptimists, which is a local charity. And they are apparently the female version of the Rotary Club. They do loads of charity work. And we had a £700 party event. They had 48 people there. They had 3 or 4 lucky squares. They raised £400 that night, and they are desperate to do another one. They said that it's the best fundraising evening they've ever had. They've never raised as much money in the whole time, they've been doing fundraisers and stuff. So you're helping them. So you're doing something really, really good for your community. You're giving back. You're helping charities, but you're making money, you're looking after yourself, and you're promoting your business. So off the back, if you want, you can turn your video off. If you look at the bottom, there's stop video. So if you don't want your video, you can turn it off. I won't be offended, don't worry. I know that I always turn my video off, to be honest, because I don't really like it. So Katie, if you want to turn your video off, I'll turn your video off for you. There you go. It just says your name now. So you don't need to worry about it. There you go. Right. So they invited me back last week for a little event. I got a few orders, not loads. I keep in touch with them. One of the ladies there got me another fundraiser for PTA. She's a regular customer. Her mum is a regular buyer of the Oils of Life now. She buys the big bottles of Oils of Life every time I see her. She's always got loads of Oils of Life orders. They've ordered gifts from me. So these are now regular customers that I wouldn't have had I not done this fundraiser. So I do recommend that you get them, because it gives you new customers, new people, new contacts. Okay, so I'll show you my lucky squares. Well, it's pretty obvious, it's just 30 squares, and it tells them what to do. The other thing that I recommend, personally, that I found works really, really well for me is I send out a letter, and it outlines, similar to the other letter, I will send you a copy. But what I also do is I arrange 2-3 weeks before to take a pamper basket. Now, I know usually these go to somewhere in a workplace or whatever. We do it as a way of getting orders and, host rewards and stuff. It's a bit different. So if you're going in to say you're doing a PTA one, go in, you take your basket into the school 2 weeks before. Just add in anything. It doesn't have to be Christmas stuff at this time of year. It can be absolutely anything. Hand creams, body butters, shower gels, and I always put a little thing on it, say what I've put in. I take a photo of it, explain that I've put everything in, to use the spatulas when the event is, and I encourage people to take them home. In the last one I've got out at the moment, has got the charcoal mask and the match tea mask in them, because I thought, because it was Christmas, could be a good seller. So I encourage people to take them home, use them, use the spatulas though, and they get the pre-orders. So it's gone into the staff room, this current one. So the staff have tried it for a week. Then afterwards, the PTA are taking it into the playground and letting the mums come and try the fragrances, the hand creams, you know, the things they could try there and then. And they're gathering orders. But what we did last time, and we will do again, is we offer exclusive offers on the night, which is one way to entice people to attend. So it's a week today. I didn't look when the 40% ends for that one. I've got one this Saturday as well for another one. But we offer the offers only on the night. So if you get your pre-orders, normally, we have like it's 30% off 4 or more items. Well, if you bundle them, you get the discount, but you're not going to tell them that. But you encourage that on the night, you know, people will make sure you've got your 4 items, great. But in advance, if you could get your £100 of orders or £200 or whatever, get them to pay cash, bundle them up when you order them and give them the money back. So if you get £100 of orders, yeah, it's 30% off. Give them 30 quid back. Plus, they then get 25% of the 70 quid. So they're going to get a little bit more. So it's a nice little bonus. That's your discretion. I'm not telling you should do it. I'm not telling you shouldn't do it. It's just something that I have done with the PTA because they don't want to give the discount to people who aren't attending. Because they want it to be, oh, we got this amazing discount because we went to the party. They want people to go. They want people to know if they go, they're going to get this exclusive discount. So the Pamper Basket encourages pre-orders because they can try the products. I've had skincare in them. I've had things like the overnight serum, the vitamin E, and sold loads of it. You tend to find that whatever's in the basket you will sell. So put nice things in. Don't put load of crap in. Don't put a vanilla chai body butter in and expect you're going to get 5 orders because you're not. But if you put in, say, the White Muscle O perfume, you potentially could get a couple of orders for that, or even the gift set. So you go for some really nice products that you know are going to sell. So we've got the Pamper Basket to get your pre-orders. So the more pre-orders, the better, yeah? I know this kind of like teaching your granny to suck eggs a little bit, but it's just kind of different ideas, I think. And then tell them to take the Pamper Basket around, take it to the friends, etc. I also have tickets that I encourage them to sell. So I've got like pre-printed tickets that I can send you for my next event, the house tickets. Also about the free spend prize draw. And then I put, if you could sell more than 30 tickets, I will increase this. So if you're giving them £5, you could increase that to £10 if they sell 30 tickets. That's your decision. I'm not going to tell you what to do. It mentions on this one about free refreshments, the lucky squares, pass them around, get as many people as possible to fill them in. I do tend to give 5 lucky squares, which seems excessive, but if every member of the committee takes one and half fills it, that's £15 per thing, yeah? Whereas if you only had 3 out there that got half filled, you're not going to get as much, are you? So the more you've got out there, the more people collecting numbers, the better. And explain that what we do, we still draw it on the evening, we just split the money between the charity and the prize fund. So if it's a 20 quid, sold 20 out of the 30, we'll do it as 20 quid and we draw it for that one. I explained about the battle raffle, and then I also put on my letter as one extra way to make money. Anyone who books a party on the evening for themselves, I will donate 5% of their sales from their party to your charity group as a thank you. That is another incentive to get the committee members who think, oh, actually, that'd be a nice way. I can have that with my friends. It'll make us more money, that sort of thing. So it's another incentive to get further bookings. So at your event, you are expected to get more party bookings. So you want to make sure lesson 2 will not do. So you want 2 party bookings plus a rebooking for the event. So the one I'm doing for the PTA, I did one for Mother's Day for them, went down really well. So you look for 2 times a year that you could rebook them. So Christmas, obviously everybody loves them, but Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, summer, Easter, anything, you know, where we're going to have gift sales or treats or change of skincare, which is basically any time of the year. So you want to rebook your fundraiser back in, because if you don't, you're not going to get another fundraiser out of them. I also keep a list in my diary of every fundraiser that I do over Christmas, and then I get in touch with them not long after, you know, in 3 months' time. If they haven't rebooked, which they should do, or they've said, oh, I'll have one in the summer, but we need to get that sorted, or whatever, I make sure that I do follow that up to make sure that they rebook, because if say they've had one in the summer, you want to make sure they rebook at Christmas. Yeah. So that's the other one. You're also looking for your recruits there as well. So do take a recruit banner if you have one. Do talk about recruiting, because you can get recruits at these events. They might not even be aware about the Body Shop at Home, which is shocking, especially in our area, Karen, because there's loads of consultants here. But I have met people who've never heard of us at fundraisers. I've been like, what? How have you not heard of us? Oh my gosh, we're so big around Chorley Preston. Yes, fundraisers are brilliant for new blood for that very, very reason. So my quick way of doing it, I set out my table just like I would at a party. I demo just like I would at a party, but briefer. So say you're doing a Christmas, send around all your body butters. Do a quick vote. Go, oh, which ones do you like? Who likes vanilla chai? Put your hand up. Oh, vanilla chai. Oh, nobody likes vanilla chai. I love vanilla chai. Oh, what a shame. Oh, boo-hoo. You know, do your usual. Send it round. There, you want to play bitch bingo. You want to do another game as well. You want interaction, and you want it to be fun. You don't want them saying, oh, all she wanted to do was sell. You want it to be fun, but you want to get the sales in. You want to make sure they have time to talk to you. Because at a party, I tend to find people will hang on and stay and chat to you. Fundraisers, they want to get out. So if you could take a friend with you, buddy up. Myself and Lisa, who is a manager under me, we buddy up. We always do our fundraisers together when we can. I keep my sales, she keeps her sales. We just help each other out. So what happens is, as we both split up to talk to the customers, to make sure that we've spoken to every single person. We've offered them a party, we've offered them a job, we've gone through their order, we've tried to cross-sell anything. So if they've bought the spray tan, we've mentioned the kabuki brush, yeah? So you make sure every single person has that personal touch. It is more difficult because you've got more people. If you have anyone who can come and buddy up with you, you can then return that favour to them. So it's fine. I try and do a little demo, such as contouring, something simple and very, very quick. So contouring, what I'll do, whilst everybody's having a little chat at the catalogue, I will match the foundation, whack the foundation on, yeah? And then I'll explain I'm going to do a little contouring demonstration, show you how quick and easy it is. I do the demo, everybody's happy, they've learned something as well. And I do the quick games. But try not to worry so much about sending as much round. What I do is I tend to have little boxes on each table with some products in, and then I swap the boxes around, so it'll have like 2 or 3 products in a box. It might be 3 different hand creams in one box, 3 perfumes in another, and I just swap them round every 10-15 minutes. So they are trying different products, but I'm not having to go, oh, this is our white muscular O, it smells like daisy, blah blah blah, and then passing it round and waiting for it to go round. They're getting it on the table. We're not discussing it, but they're getting to smell it. It's getting that product out there. Boom, bang, quick, yeah? So it's all about speed. You want to get the products out. You want them to try the products but you don't necessarily want to spend ages talking about the products as you would a party. Because at a party, your job is to tell them the benefits of the products. I do tend to go around with a peel. I'll give them a quick bit of information about the peel, and I'll take one round, and Lisa will take one round, and we'll do it quickly, and we'll give everybody the pad. We won't wipe it on. We'll be as quick as possible getting round, because you want to be started at 7:30 and finishing by 9:30, because that is what people want. They don't want to be hanging there all night at a fundraiser, believe me. They really, really don't. Because at a party, you can be there till midnight sometimes because people are having a drink, they're unwinding, they're going out for a cigarette, they're having a good time. At a fundraiser, yes, they're having a good time, but they're there to do the shopping, but they want to have a good time. So it can be quite difficult to balance. Make sure you have plenty of change. Make sure you've got plenty of order forms. Before the night, make sure all of your catalogues are ready with the order form on page 58, where it has, please host a party. Put in a printout of the offers on there and exclusion list, and make sure everybody gets one. Give everybody a ready reckoner. So if it's 40% off, give them a 40% off ready reckoner. All on that page, so they don't need to say to you, oh, is the drops of use included in the offer? Boom, they've got it. It's on that piece of paper. Because if you've got 30 people all asking you, is this included? Is this included? What about candles? Or what about this? It gets difficult. So you will tell them, obviously, about the offers, but you tell them where they can find the information. Yeah? So you want to make sure that they're getting that information so that you're not having to mess about, because you haven't got the time to talk to 30 people about offers and what's included and work out the 30% off. You don't have that time. You want them to do it for you. Come to you with your order form, have a quick look. Yes, I can upsell this. Would you like a party? Would you like to join? You want to be as quick as possible with them, but still ask the questions, still give them the service. But you don't want to have to sit there with your phone going, oh yes, you got 30% off that, 30% off that, 30% off that. Double check it, obviously, but you don't want to be having to go and tell them what's on offer and what's not, because you haven't got time. So you want to be as quick as you can. Take stuff that you know you can put away quickly and easily. Do a nice setup, but don't stress it, because at the end of the day, if you stress it, it's not going to work. Oh, and make sure you take your DSU, especially this time of year. Daily stock update. Be as familiar as possible with the stock update. Explain to customers on the night there will be certain items out of stock. If I cannot get your item and you need it by XYZ date, by Christmas, by your summer holiday, by Easter, by Mother's Day, please let me know, because I will try and order it as soon as it becomes available. If you're offering 30% off 4 or more items, you can tell them I'll match the offer. If it's 40% off, you might not want to match that offer. But you don't want to necessarily lose those sales. So you're at a fundraiser and someone's put down the whole vitamin C collection. Half of it's out of stock. We know that, but we don't necessarily know that at that fundraiser. We might not remember. We're going to see 30 different people. We're just going to boom, boom, boom. We are not going to check, is that on the DSU? Is that on the DSU? Try and be familiar. Don't put products on the table that are low stock or out of stock, like you would at a party, but explain that you haven't got time to check their orders for stock. You can always let them know the day after. And then ask them, would they be happy waiting or whatever. People tend to be at fundraisers a bit more flexible, I've found. They tend not to mind if they have to wait a month for something. But I know some of us go to store if we've got a party. So say it was in stock on Friday, you come to put the order on Saturday night, on Saturday morning, and it's gone out of stock. You might pop to the store and buy that lip liquid. But you can't do that with a fundraiser, because you can't give commission on an item that you've paid for, that you haven't got commission on. So you want to make sure that that order goes on when it's available. Okay, so be prepared to contact customers, offer alternatives, and tell them it's going to be in stock on such a date. So don't expect it all to be perfect, especially not at this time of year. In the summer it is a lot easier, but just be aware. Has anybody got any questions? Everybody looks blank. I'll see if I can unmute you.
Natalie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Hiya, it's Donna.
Hiya, Donna.
Can I ask, can you just go through a running order of the night? Do you know like what you do step by step? I know it's a bit thingy, but it's just confusing.
It is quite confusing. So I go set up. I start by sending round a little bit of product. I've got products on tables. And then I do bitch bingo quite quickly. I do that at about 15:15. Say I start at 7. Yeah. I'll do that 15:15. That takes 15-20 minutes. Then I let them try a couple more products, and about 15-20 minutes after that, I ask them would they like to go get any refreshments, have a little chat. Then I do the contour demo. That takes 10 minutes. Then I'll do another game for another 10 minutes. So I'll do, that bin bag game. I'll pick 2 people.
Yeah.
2 volunteers. 2 volunteers will pick a friend each to dress. I'm being quick here because I've only got a free Zoom, so I haven't got like the full thing. And then after that, I'll send around a couple more products, and then I'll try and have that all done within an hour and a half.
And yeah, that's fine. Thanks.
Really speedy. You want it to be as speedy as possible. Make sure all the catalogues are out ready when people arrive.
Thank you.
You want to keep it really brief. That's all I can say. Just have what you'd normally do at a party.
Yeah.
I will do a little running list in the emails for you as well.
Thanks a lot.
I do. Have you got anybody else got any other questions? No? Right. This video will be recorded, so it'll be available, and I'll pop it on the emails with all the documents as well, and a running list. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me, and I hope that's been interesting and useful. And please let me know if you book anything and how your fundraisers go. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thanks, Natalie. Bye.